Good afternoon, field hockey fans, and welcome to the John Cross Field of the Penn State Field Hockey Complex. Sports Days, Big Ten District, featuring the Green Wolverines and Penn State Nittany Lions.
Covered.
Senior forward, Callum Schneider, who became Penn State's all-time leading goal scorer by notching the 96th career goal, and most people are reminded of the Candy Kid, who played from 1970 to 1981 during the 89 United Protesters. We would also like to congratulate Callum becoming the all-time leader in points scored in her overall matchup against the Ohio Bobcats, who were 298 points per career on 92 goals in 56, breaking the record 196 set by Candy Kid. Everyone, let's hear it one more time for Callum Schneider. And now let's get today's starting lineup. Today's visitors from the Michigan, home three from the University of Michigan. At this field, number 1, Natalie Singer. Corrected, midfield number 2, Eddie Quinn. A back, number 3, Abby Burnett. A forward, number 4, Abby Taylor. A forward, number 7, Alana Richardson. A forward, number 9, Ashley Williams. A back, number 15, Ava Bernardi. A back, number 14, Claire Taylor. At forward, number 24, Julian Mansfield. At this field, number 25, Mary Landis. And at number 20, Angeline Norton. In the goal for the Wolverines, away team, Ella Silverstein. Wolverines led by head coach Arthur Cantrack. He's assisted by Ron Blackford, Christiane Fisher, and the Associate. And now let's meet today's starting lineup for your Penn State Lions. A sophomore midfielder from Wisconsin, Maryland, number 1, Natalie Freeman. A senior forward from Blairtown, Pennsylvania, number 3, Callum Schneider. A junior midfielder from St. Cloud, Pennsylvania, number 4, Madison Zamboni. A senior forward from Gainesville, Pennsylvania, number 7, Julian Lance. A freshman back from Cleveland, Pennsylvania, number 8, Morgan Schneider. A graduate back from Beck in the Netherlands, number 10, Julian Van Barten. A junior forward from Arsenal in the Netherlands, number 17, Ella Kenneth. A senior back from Gainesville, Pennsylvania, number 26, Gary Schneider. A senior forward from Cookville, Pennsylvania, number 27, Drew Taylor. A senior midfielder from Doylestown, Pennsylvania, number 22, Bree Manito. And in the goal for the Nittany Lions, a freshman from Houston, Texas, number 13, Abby Taylor. The Nittany Lions are led by head coach Lisa Burns-Blood in the second season. She's assisted by Laura Gephardt, Eliel Johnson, and Amanda Enfield. And at this time, I'd like to those of you who are able, please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
Welcome live, ladies and gentlemen, to Big Ten Plus's coverage of Penn State field hockey. Today is the annual Pink Game honoring Breast Cancer Awareness, along with the month of October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The Nittany Lions on your screen are sporting a pink out uniform today. The Michigan Wolverines in their maize and navy away uniforms. It's a tale of the tape today between number 7 Michigan, standing 10-1 and 3-0, undefeated in the Big Ten, versus the 7-6 number 16 Penn State Nittany Lions, who are 1-3 in conference play. Penn State coming off a 1-3 road trip over the last 2 weeks, but Michigan only suffering a loss in their very first game this season, 4-1 against the UNC Tar Heels. But ever since then, it's been a 10-game win streak, coming off 4-0 back-to-back wins against the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and Ball State Cardinals. Welcome to Charmaret Curtis Field of the Nittany Lion Field Hockey Complex. I'm Chris Machado, as always, and alongside me is Maddie Bader. Maddie, what does Penn State have to do to shock the world and end the Michigan Wolverines' 10-game winning streak?
Yeah, Chris, today we have a Big Ten clash. We have the Wolverines taking on the Nittany Lions. This will be a head-to-head, fast-paced, aggressive, and exciting matchup. We saw today during warm-ups that Penn State is high energy. They're excited to be out on this field. Michigan, high energy and excited as well. Michigan was locked in during warm-ups, so was Penn State. Ultimately, to win today, Penn State just needs to slow down Michigan's attack. That's what Michigan has on Penn State, their high-paced game, their scoring. Michigan is averaging over 4 points a game. Penn State needs to be able to stop that and stay cool, calm, and collected when the ball's in their possession. Chris, Iowa was the first game that Fia Gladio didn't score, and then following up, she didn't score again in Ohio State. Penn State ultimately losing in both games. Do you think that inconsistency is going to affect Penn State today?
It might a little bit, Maddie, because this Michigan Wolverines team, 12 different goal scorers. Abby Tamer, number 4, the redshirt junior, leads the way with 10 of them. And Michigan is outscoring their opponents this season 48-10, 32-2 in their last 7 games. We are underway between these two fierce rivals. Morgan Snyder will get that lob pass from Michigan, gives it to El Genis, and Fee Menino now has 2 Wolverines all over her. On paper, you expect Michigan to win this game, but we know Big Ten play, anything can happen here. As Fee Menino inbounds that one to Tambroni, and right back at Menino, and already you're just seeing this high attack, offensive and defense here for the Michigan Wolverines. That pass trying to get to Natalie Freeman will roll out of play. Michigan will regain possession. Maddie, feels good to be back in this booth. This has become almost a weekend tradition, but after a 2-week hiatus, it feels good to be back up here.
It definitely does. We were just saying on our way up that it feels like we almost live here now, and it's been a while since we've been at home, so it's great to be back in the box field.
Already El Genis there. Play is going to be whistled dead for dangerous play, but already you're seeing Penn State with a good attacking chance. And that back there, Claire Taylor for the Michigan Wolverines. Now with the ball, Michigan trying to get it back up to midfield. That's number 2, Emmy Tran, the redshirt junior from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Ball goes out for Penn State, and this is Menino. Now to Tambroni. Over to El Genis, finds Menino. Menino has Tran. Tran, good job laying down that stick. And Michigan already headed the other way. There's a lot of Richardson. Richardson dealing with Jerry Snars. Richardson a whack, and that's just going to be a kick out the circle by Diverka. In goal, mentioned Abby Diverka, the freshman from Houston, Texas. Right now as Michigan has a good chance, and it's a goal for the Wolverines. Number 24, Juliette Manzer, gets her 4th goal of the year, and the assist will belong to Abby Burnett. Burnett gets her 5th assist of the year. Just a bang-bang play. Diverka not able to get in the way of that ball.
Chris, like we said, Michigan plays their game playing high attack, high speed. And we see on the replay right here, this quick into the circle. They don't play around in the circle. They get right to the goal. Quick assist and goal.
Yeah, just a bang-bang pass and deflection off the stick of Manzer. 1-0 already, Michigan. Not the way Penn State wants to start this game. Tverka, she's been a 2-time Big Ten Freshman of the Week earlier in the season. But right now, that is the 31st goal by her this year. She's faced a lot of shots. She does have 64 saves, but 31 goals now have gone past the freshman. It's just been a tough, especially coming off a very, very tough road trip.
Exactly. Michigan is just continuing to play at their high-paced game. Penn State looking to take back control here.
And Van Beckham now dealing with a Wolverine on her. That's number 3, Abby Burnett, who just got her 5th assist on the Manzer goal. Possession given to the Nittany Lions. Van Beckham will take it herself. Awaiting the decision off the free hit. Goes back to Schnars. Schnars in midfield. Trying to force that one all the way up to Fee Menino. Lucky that it goes out of play. And Menino in the attacking zone for Penn State. And stick-on-stick contact. Michigan headed the other way. Already now here's number 24. That's Manzer. She just has the goal for Michigan. Up now here's Tamer. Tamer, mentioned before, leading the Wolverines in scoring this season with 10. As she deals now with Morgan Snyder. And already Michigan just back on attack. It's Van Beckham and Snyder dealing with Tamer. Fee Menino there, along with Schnars in case this ball gets knocked loose. Trying to play it between the legs here. And referee going to blow the whistle. Free hit given to the Nittany Lions. Penn State able to regain possession. Here's Madison Tambroni. She'll deal to Snyder. Snyder trying to get this one up the field. And she finds Menino. Menino trying to find Drew Taylor, who's in for the first time today. And the ball goes out of play. Michigan headed the other way. Wolverine decision. Trying to get that one through. Kind of almost looks like it went off the leg there of Drew Taylor, and that is. The referee's going to blow the whistle once again, and Michigan will get a free hit on the top of the center line. That's number 28, Angeli Norton, the freshman from Poway, California. Is back for this Michigan squad. Dangerous play there between Menino and number 25, Aaron Riley. And Morgan Snyder will get this one away. Here's Schnars. Schnars battling there with number 14, Natalie Millman. And this ball goes off of Millman's foot. You see her having a little bit of a hobble. Penn State regains possession. Schnars' pass is intercepted there by Manzer. And already here's Riley headed the other way. Up to Burnett. Burnett gets this one to Millman. Millman dribbling, but surrounded. Doesn't matter. What a through ball. And that one is off the stick of Tambroni. Good shot blocked there. This shot was by number 13. That's Drew Moffitt, freshman from Delaware for Michigan. Already saw Penn State have a chance earlier in this game, Maddie, but here comes Michigan once again. That shot is off the stick there of Gary Schnars. Shot there was by number 21, Cammie Wiseman. Wiseman's got 3 goals herself this year, almost had her 4th right there. Good job by Schnars to just get the stick in the way of that shot.
Something I've noticed very quickly in Michigan's plays, the second they get the ball in the circle, they are looking to score right away. They're not looking to make many passes. They're looking maybe one pass for the assist and score. But other than that, they're getting very quick shots off, which Penn State needs to stop.
Here's Julia Lamb. Lamb trying to get to Van Beckham. Manzer intercepts and deals to her teammate Bernardi. Bernardi's pass, trying to get that one over to Norton, rolls out of play. Penn State will receive it on the attacking 23-meter line. Morgan McMenamin in for the first time today. Trying to get a pass to Gladio in the striking circle. Free hit given to Michigan. Already, it was a little bit of back and forth within the first 3 minutes of this game, but ever since the Michigan goal, it's kind of just been all Wolverines. Maddie, you mentioned just the one pass and done. That's what I kind of feel like. Sometimes with Penn State, they enter the striking circle. Sometimes it feels like just they're trying to find the perfect shot. Just pepper the goaltender. If it has a chance to get on net, a shot on goal, it's got a chance to go in. And you're already seeing that from Michigan. No time to waste in the striking circle. And you know Michigan wants to run up this score. They are not satisfied with just one goal.
I agree with you, Chris. And you know the saying, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Michigan is just putting the shots up, and they're going to start going in for them.
Well, with play kind of settling down now with Femenino dribbling through two Wolverines and sticks collide, dangerous play, free hit Penn State. Ladies and gentlemen, before we came live on air, you might have noticed if you were paying attention to your screens, your iPads, your phones, your TVs, wherever you are watching us today, that Fia Gladio was honored before today's game as Morgan McMenamin gets this one past the center line. Nobody in the attacking zone. Gladio trying to run for it. She finds that one on the defender, Claire Taylor. Taylor intercepts this one, and a free hit going to be given to Gladio on those dashes. But Gladio on the road in the 7-2 loss against the Northwestern Wildcats. She did score two goals for her 90th and 91st career goals. 91 goals is enough to pass the class of 1981's Candy Finn. Sophia Gladio now is the all-time goal-scoring leader for the Nittany Lions, and along with those two goals, she also is the point leader now. She has 200, but she originally passed the 196 mark in the same game with the 4 points on the two goals. Congratulations to Gladio. Definitely the best field hockey player in Penn State history.
And Chris, you said it right there. She is the best in Penn State history, and the fact that we have the honor of being able to call her such a cool experience. It's not often you get to be able to experience live games like this with once-in-a-lifetime athletes.
Yeah, and just once-in-a-lifetime athletes on both sides of this field today. Penn State Nittany Lions, of course, Fia Gladio just mentioned her, and if you've been living under a rock, you might have not realized that she was in the 2024 Olympics this year with Team USA, but also was Abby Tamer, who's got the ball into the striking circle now, and that's a goal by number 7, Alana Richardson. Michigan just pouring on the goals early here, and good job there by Abby Tamer to set up that play for her teammates, and that's Gladio's USA teammate over the summer. Tamer will be awarded with an assist. The goal is Alana Richardson. Here's the replay. Just wide open backdoor. Diverka trying to poke check the ball away. Nobody there to help her because, of course, you don't want to risk a penalty corner with your sticks colliding. But nonetheless, Richardson on an island by herself. She gets her 5th goal of the year. 2-0 Michigan Wolverines.
That almost felt like Tamer heard you talking about her.
Yeah, honestly. Ball goes out of play. Michigan awarded possession with Abby Burnett, sophomore from Zionsville, Pennsylvania, who got her 5th assist earlier today on the Manzer goal. Manzer and Richardson, your 2 goal scorers for Michigan if you're just joining. And once again, here's Richardson already with Tambroni, Schnars, and Jennis. A pass into the striking circle, trying to find Tamer. Julia Lamb and Tamer's sticks collide. Free hit given for the Nittany Lions, Gary Schnars, with 5 minutes left to go in the first. A big lob pass, trying to find somebody cherry picking. Almost had Aubrey Semler there, but Michigan intercepts. And here's Burnett. Burnett giving this one to Riley. Riley deals it back to her teammate, Claire Taylor. And now here is Emmy Tran. Tran dealing with Jennis. Ball goes out of play by the feet of Penn State head coach Lisa Bervinchak-Love, and Michigan already on the prowl. Here comes Tamer. Tamer gets through Van Beckham. She's got Tambroni. The 2 fours battling it out. On that end line, Schnars, Tambroni, Van Beckham trying to get this ball away from Tamer, and Schnars will knock this one out of play. And the Michigan Wolverines going to regain possession on the offensive 23-meter line with number 25. That is Aaron Riley, graduate from Saline, Michigan. Here's Burnett. Burnett getting poke checked by Julia Lamb, but she regains possession, gets through Madison Britton and Gary Schnars before the ball goes out of play. Michigan once again going to be able to restart on the offensive 23. Here's Riley. Riley to a teammate. Here's Tamer. Tamer, ooh, she's got room to shoot. Does the backhanded shot and taken away by Julia Lamb. Lamb dealing this one up to Caitlin Strasser. Strasser, the freshman, has 2 goals on the year. searching for her first at home. Gladio gets that one through. Trying to find a teammate. She has Semler, but has two Wolverines all over her, but she's dealing with Claire Taylor. Tries her shot as a pass that time, and that one goes off the stick of Claire Taylor. And knocking that one out of play was Juliet Manzer. Referees kind of have to decide here. They're going to go look at this to just make sure the right team gets the ball here, as it was tough to see if a free hit should be awarded by the sticks colliding of Gladio and Taylor, or, here's the replay on your screen, you'll see Gladio gain position. Her stick, I believe, collides with Claire Taylor, who's that front defender there, and you see Manzer trailing behind. Wonder what they're looking at here, because the play wasn't in the striking circle, so a penalty corner is not an option here. I think this is just for possession of the ball.
I would agree with that. I think it is just all a possession call right here. But in that possession, Gladio did exactly what Penn State needs to do. She stayed calm and collected with 3 Michigan defenders on her. She did a little spin move and was able to get it down to the end line and tried to send it in, but that's where all this confusion comes in.
Well, speaking of the end line, one thing we have yet to see happen at all this entire season here at Charmaret Curtis Field is a team play with advantage along the end line. We've already seen it multiple times with different Michigan Wolverines. We've seen it a bunch this season where the other team will kind of just let the ball go out of play, get the restart. Here's the replay. Oh, and I wonder if this might be, oh, right there, the foot of Strasser hits the stick of number 3, Abby Burnett. Don't know if that's what they're looking at. That does have a chance to be. The referees come out of the replay now, and possession going to be given to the Michigan Wolverines. So it was contact between Gladio and Claire Taylor's stick. Possession given to Michigan. We have 3 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in the first. Oh no, possession given to Penn State. My apologies here. The referees just flipped the call on the field. So it's going to be Julia Lamb inbounding this now. And originally the referees came out, said Michigan ball. Michigan was ready to get things underway. Possession given to Julia Lamb, but already here's Manzer with the ball for Michigan. And Carly Seal looked like she got tripped up, but just slipped on the turf, trying to find her teammate Julia Lamb. And now after all of that confusion, Michigan given a free hit for possession. That was number 18, number 19. Already headed the other way. Here is Drew Moffitt. Moffitt on Schnars. Tamer gives this one to Riley. Riley has Manzer. That one goes off the hand of El Genis, and Michigan will get the free hit. Riley plays this one low to Bormet. Zoe Bormet checks in for the first time today. That ball goes out of play past the end line. Michigan going to be able to reset. This is number 15, Eva Bernardi. And Bernardi plays this one back to Taylor. Taylor whiffs on it. Caitlin Strasser. Penn State could get a breakaway here. Got to be quick. And already, look how Michigan is able to back check. Aubrey Semler kind of on an island looking for the cherry pick pass. Teammate cannot get it to her. Caitlin Strasser is going to collide with number 22, Zoe Bormet. And Penn State now given a free hit. They have an attacking opportunity with under 2 minutes left to go. Here's Morgan Snyder. Snyder to Julia Lamb. Julia Lamb dealing with 2 Michigan Wolverines, and already the maize and blue headed the other way. Here's Tamer. Tamer dealing with Morgan Snyder. Going to run into El Genis as well. Genesis tries to poke check, almost gets it to Carly Seal, but Tamer just way too skilled to not let that ball, get away from her.
Genis has done a beautiful job so far this game, just poking at the ball and slowing down Michigan's offense. I don't know if you guys have noticed it most of the game, but if you pay attention to when Genis is there, she almost did it again. She's just continuing to be aggressive on defense, jabbing at the ball. She is not sitting there with her stick gliding. She is making sure that they are not going to have an easy way down the field. Yeah,
and she's doing it the right way, making sure that Michigan isn't just given constant free hit opportunities. Got to be careful when you do attack from a player from behind, but Elle Jenness is doing a fantastic job to stay in front of a Michigan player, or at least on the side of them, and just constantly get those poke checks in for the ball. Here's Schnars' pass. She's going to try and find Natalie Freeman, and this one taken away by Norton. Norton up to Tran. Tran dribbling around Jenness, trying to find a teammate. She does. That's number 15, Bernardi. And this one now left for Tamer. Tamer gets through Schnars. Finds McLaughlin. McLaughlin checking in for the first time today. That pass there from Tran is off of a Nittany Lion and just played out. Michigan resets. A big slap pass into the striking circle. And already see Natalie Freeman on a little bit off your screen. Natalie Freeman's going to sub out. She looked in a little bit of discomfort before subbing out. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Big quarter of play for the Michigan Wolverines. They make it 2-0 early in this rivalry game. And when you're the number 7 team in the country and you're outscoring opponents before 48-10, now 50-10, you're going to get a lot of goals. 2 now pass to Verka. Maddie, before we go to break, what does Penn State got to do to slow down Michigan? Because right now the Wolverines are just getting chance after chance after chance.
I mean, I think Jenness has done a beautiful job of just poking at the ball and slowing down Michigan's play overall. And I think if Penn State's defense and offense as a whole can continue to be aggressive like Jenness is being, that will slow Michigan down. So just kind of follow each other and see what's working on the field and continue to do that.
That's going to do it for the first quarter of play. The score 2-0 Michigan Wolverines over the Penn State Nittany Lions. We'll see you right back here in 30 seconds. Welcome back live, ladies and gentlemen, to Big Ten Plus's coverage of Penn State field hockey here at Charmarette Curtis Field at the Nittany Lion Field Hockey Complex. If you're just joining us, the score is 2-0 in favor of the Michigan Wolverines. I'm Chris Machado. Alongside me is on the color analyst is Maddie Bader. Just before the first quarter ended, mentioned that Natalie Freeman was headed off in some discomfort. Maddie, you saw it. I originally did not. The pass into the striking circle off the stick of Emmy Tran. Tran's stick went into Natalie Freeman's face. Looks like she might be dealing with a bloody nose on the bench, but right now she's not out to start the second quarter. We're back underway, and it's going to be Gary Schnars getting things settled for the Nittany Lions in that right near side corner. A big lob pass trying to find Gladio is intercepted by Riley, and already Elle Jenness, who we just mentioned, Maddie, who you really just mentioned already, they're intercepting that pass. Jenness all over the Wolverines. Runs into Claire Taylor, gets a free hit for the Nittany Lions. Here comes Fee Menino. Menino is intercepted by 2 Wolverines, and another free hit going to be given to Penn State. They're going to get a restart here on the offensive 23 line, and this is Madison Britton here to restart this for Penn State. She gives it to Menino. Menino's poke checked by Tran. Menino with possession already again, trying to enter the striking circle and find Drew Taylor. Is no good. Michigan already headed the other way. Here's Manzer with Drew Taylor. The sticks collide. Michigan given the ball. It's going to be number 28, Anjolie Norton, to reset things for the Wolverines. And a big slap pass tries to find DeWilligan, who checks in for the first time today. She sports number 9 for Penn State. And here comes Tamer. Tamer in the striking circle. Poke check by Schnars. And I think the stick of Morgan Schneider collided with the foot of Tamer, and we're going to have the first short corner of the day for Michigan.
This season, Michigan has done a really good job of getting their team to get corners. It is one of the things they've been able to capitalize on the most. So I'm surprised that this is the first one we've seen from them today.
Yeah, well, they kept good, clean play in the striking circle during the first quarter, but now they are given a short corner as the stick of Schneider hits into the foot of Tamer. It's going to be number 24, Juliette Manzer. She's already got a goal today, but she will be the short corner taker for the Michigan Wolverines. And her pass finds Tamer. Tamer takes the shot, and it just goes wide left. And that's going to do it. Referee blowing the whistle here as some sticks collided, but it's in favor of Penn State. Madison Britton will get things reset. Menino trying to get a pass to Drew Taylor, already intercepted by Michigan. Already here on the near side, that is Bernardi. Bernardi finds her teammate Richardson. Richardson, the second goal scorer today, collides with Gladio. Free hit given to Michigan. Bernardi going to take this one. And sticks collide once again. So a free hit going to be given to Michigan. And you saw Gladio there trying to get on a breakaway of her own. Bernardi to Riley. Riley back to Claire Taylor. And Taylor over to Norton. Seeing Drew Taylor trying to press Norton there. The sticks collide between Jenis and Manzer. Free hit given to Manzer on your screen. Number 24 gives this one to Riley. That pass intercepted. That's Julia Lamb. Julia Lamb gives it to Schnars. Schnars will let this ball roll out of play. That's a mistake right there. Tamer able to get this one. She runs into Julia Lamb. No ill intent on that one. The two ladies just a mistake running into each other. But Schnars' pass finds Drew Taylor. Drew Taylor does have Aubrey Semler. And a free hit given to the Nittany Lions, Drew Taylor. And number 28 on that collision with Drew Taylor, that's an Angelique Norton, the freshman back. She's given a yellow card by the referee, so that's a 5-minute penalty for the Michigan Wolverines as they are going to be missing one of their best backs of the season.
No, this is one of those moments that Penn State really needs to capitalize. They have an up on Michigan right now. And with the way Michigan's been playing, this is extremely vital to Penn State's play right now.
Well, Michigan doesn't look like the penalty is affecting them much as Richardson is trying to get through Schneider. Schneider does a good job to poke it away, but the ball will find Tamer, and Tamer gets this one back to Richardson, who's dealing with Menino and Britton. Deals this one back to Tran, and Tran goes to Aaron Riley. Riley now back to Claire Taylor. Taylor's pass is intercepted. That's Van Beckham. Van Beckham finds Drew Taylor. And that ball rolls out of play in favor of Fee Menino and the Nittany Lions. Here's Madison Britton as she gives this one to Morgan Schneider. Schneider to Schnars. Trying to find Julia Lamb, but the ball just out of Lamb's reach. And Michigan given a free hit.
Penn State right there really trying to send it down to Lamb. Unfortunately, it was too wide, but if it was able to get down there, Penn State has really used this sideline to their advantage trying to get into the circle, so they're just continuing to try and capitalize on that.
And right there, Michigan just tries and sends a very long, essentially like a clear ball, all the way to Diverka. Diverka just lets it roll out, lets Penn State get the free hit. And already Tran on Madison Britton gets a free hit in the offensive zone. And the referee says to come back a little bit, so outside the offensive zone, but already Michigan here with Manzer, intercepted by Menino. Menino finds Gladio. Gladio could have a breakaway. It's a 3-on-2. Gladio trying to find a teammate. She's on the offensive 23. That pass looked like it was meant for Aubrey Semler, but goes off the foot of a Michigan Wolverine. Actually goes off of her USA Olympic teammate, number 4, Abby Tamer. Gladio now. Trying to find an opening. Gives that one to her teammate Julia Lamb. And that pass intercepted by Claire Taylor of the Michigan Wolverines. That one goes off of Madison Britton's foot. Michigan headed the other way with possession. 9 minutes left to go in the first half.
The way Michigan plays defense in the circle, it's like they're building a wall around the player with the ball. They give them no opportunity to get the ball anywhere when they're in there.
Yeah, Penn State does not have any daylight when they enter the offensive zone, even though it's been very rare that they have this first half. But a 2-goal deficit, it could definitely be worse with the way Michigan's been playing.
Yeah, this score right now is obviously, it's a score that Penn State can't come back from, but they're really going to have to settle in and stay more collected when they have the ball in their possession.
Right there, a bad pass from Bormid as she tries to find Wiseman, goes out of play. Here's Madison Britton. Under 8.5 left to go, 2-0 Michigan. Madison Britton going to wait for some Nittany Lions to sub in and sub out as Madison Tambroni comes in for Morgan Snyder. Gary Schnars. The Nittany Lions trying to direct some traffic. Already the sticks of Julia Lamb and Zoe Bormit collide, and the Penn State Nittany Lions awarded the free hit, but already just rolls out of play. Penn State needs to be able to slow this game down, Maddie, because you're already seeing so many ill-advised passes where Penn State could just keep possession, but instead they're kind of getting intimidated, it almost looks like, with these Michigan players all around them. So they think they have less time than they actually do, trying to get rid of the ball too quickly, and then Michigan is just awarded possession. Natalie Freeman back in the game, good to see that she's healthy, but already, just like that, Michigan is given possession here, and this is number 22, Zoe Borman.
Chris, I couldn't agree with you more. I think Penn State is being a little too scared with the ball. Like you said, Michigan is intimidating them, and you can see it with Penn State's play right now. It's almost like the ball's a hot potato, and they want it out of their hand as soon as it gets on their stick.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a better reference than that. That's honestly what it looks like here when you're sitting in a circle with all your friends. No, you have it. No, you have it. Ball goes out of play, and Michigan's already headed the other way is what the case has been in the first half. Gary Schnars tries to find Fia Gladio, but intercepted by Taylor. And Taylor gives this one to Bormit. And Bormit tries to find Millman, and it goes out of play. Britton resets for the Nittany Lions. Gives this one to Schnars. Schnars, don't see that often where she can't handle a pass. Just hit it wrongly off of her stick. Goes to midfield. Here's Freeman. Freeman dribbling through number 28. That's Norton. She comes back into play as her 5-minute penalty is expired. Madison Britton to Van Beckham. Beckham dealing with Tamer. Gets a good through ball. Here's Julia Lamb. Julia Lamb. There's bodies in the striking circle. Can she find them? Freeman tries to get that ball back in play. Originally goes off of Michigan stick. Madison Britton is going to be able to reset on the offensive 23. 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Here's Lamb. Lamb to Freeman. Dealing with Norton. Norton, even though she's just a freshman, she is first team All-West back in high school, and you're seeing why she is all over on defense. Here's Moffitt dealing with Tambroni. Moffitt just trying to wrap around Tambroni. The two ladies get tangled up, and that's going to be a reset for Michigan.
That was an unfortunate play by Tambroni, but she did a really good job there of having one-on-one defense situation and not letting the ball get by her. She stayed collected, she stayed low to the ground and kept her stick there and made sure that Michigan wasn't going to have a breakaway.
It's going to be the second short corner of the game for either side, and both of them belong to Michigan. This time, it's going to be Emmy Tran as she will take this short corner. Tamer on the far side, on the near side, is going to be number 7, Richardson, and number 14, Millman. And then Taylor looks like she'll leave this one for Bernardi there in the middle. And that'll be the play. Here's Bernardi. Her shot just trickles wide right. Good job there by Penn State to just be all over Michigan. not letting them even touch that rebound. But Michigan able to reset. Trying to get this one to McLaughlin was Taylor. Julia Lamb gets through 2 Michigan players. Had Drew Taylor for a moment, but good job by Tran to shut down that lane. This ball still finds its way to Drew Taylor, and Drew Taylor there gets tangled up with Aaron Riley. And a free hit now for the Nittany Lions at midfield with Gary Schnars. Just about 4.5 left to play. Pass immediately intercepted. Here's McLaughlin on a breakaway. McLaughlin's got 9 goals on the year. Gives this one to Richardson. Richardson enters the striking circle. Her shot, the sticks collide with Morgan Schneider, and that'll be the free hit for the Nittany Lions. You already see the speed of Schneider trying to get this one upfield. Caitlin Strasser does receive it, but now she's in a battle with Oliveros, who checks in for the first time today. And you can kind of hear the home crowd there. They are disgruntled with that decision, but a free hit given to the Wolverines. They say Oliveros won the battle against Strasser. Here's Tamer. Tamer dealing with Van Beckham and Carly Seal. They let her just trot into the striking circle before Schnars does anything about it.
Yeah, that possession right there, it looked like Penn State was just set in the circle and waiting for them to meet them in there.
And you do not want Tamer, of all people on this Michigan roster, just very easily walking into the striking circle as she did right there before Schnars, something clicked and she finally went to attack and retook possession for the Nittany Lions. But now here's Norton to Taylor. And Taylor finds Burnett. Free hit given to the Nittany Lions. It's going to be Morgan Schneider to reset. Some substitutions will be made. Van Beckham comes out. Fee Menino comes on for Penn State. Morgan Schneider now. Here's McMenamin. McMenamin's pass. Nobody home. Just looked like a dump for the Nittany Lions. Here's DeWilligan. And DeWilligan will also dump it herself. Penn State able to reset. Madison Tambroni goes up the field to Ella Jenis. Jenis, the ball goes off the arm there of Manzer. And a free hit should be awarded to the Nittany Lions. That's not the call. Looks like Michigan will reset with this, and they will. Tambroni trying to find Menino. And a free hit given to the Nittany Lions. Ball went off of a Michigan player foot. Here's Jenis, lob pass. Intercepted by Norton. Right now, Maddie, it looks like Penn State has just resorted to this kind of cherry pick style pass. We just lob it up, see if anybody can get to it, but nobody's been home. It's been all Michigan as Burnett, her pass enters the striking circle to McLaughlin, and Penn State giving a free hit. Ball on foot contact.
Chris, I think you just read my mind there. I was just about to say how Penn State has just continued to lob pass the ball down the field. But I don't think there have been many times that they've done a lob pass this game that it has worked out in their favor.
Well, here is Gladio. Gladio dealing with Oliveros. She has 3 Wolverines all over her now. They know to clamp down number 3. Free hit given to Penn State, but the referee going to have Gladio redo it. Says that the whistle was not blown. Play did not restart. A kind of slap pass. Tries to find Drew Taylor out of the reach of Taylor. And the goalkeeper, Hala Silverstein, has yet to be challenged once this game.
Yeah, that was one of the first times that we've seen the goalie on her feet. Gladio being really aggressive on that play, which is one of the first possessions that Penn State has been extremely aggressive in the circle.
El Jenis now trying to get her teammate Fee Menino the ball, but already here comes Michigan. Tamer dribbling through Schnars, falls on the turf. She was looking for a free hit call there from the referee. She thought she got tripped up, but the turf monster is the only thing that got her there. Drew Taylor now getting through Norton, trying to get through Riley, not as easy. Trying to enter the striking circle. The sticks collide, and Penn State going to be given their first short corner of the game. Good job there by Drew Taylor to force a mistake by Michigan.
Yeah, that was a beautiful possession by Drew Taylor. And the one thing she did there that Penn State has not been doing very well offensively is she stayed collected and calm when she had the ball in her hand. She was not scared when 2 Michigan players were double teaming her, and in the end, it resulted in a short corner, which is exactly what Penn State needs right now.
27 seconds exactly left on the clock. Morgan McMenamin going to be the short corner taker. We saw this earlier. Well, we saw this 2 weeks ago, I should say, against the Lafayette Leopards. There is the mistake. Drew Taylor gets tripped up by the stick of Claire Taylor. Near side's Menino. Gladio awaiting it off of Tambroni's stick. Tambroni, Gladio, the shot off the blocker of Silverstein. What a stop by the Michigan goaltender to keep the 2-0 lead for the Wolverines. Here's Menino. 5 seconds left to go. Can't do much at center field. And that will do it for the first half between Michigan and Penn State. Michigan up by 2.
Penn State did a beautiful job that quarter, slowing down Michigan's play. They were more aggressive on the defensive end, holding them to no goals in the second quarter. Chris, how do you think they did?
Yeah, it was definitely an upgrade in the second quarter. The Penn State team we saw from the first did not get scored on. And right now, with Michigan averaging around 4 goals a game, can still happen, but definitely if you're Penn State, you're happy to only be down by 2 after a quarter of play that saw 2 penalty corners for the Wolverines, and along with them basically intercepting every single one of your passes.
Yeah, Chris, again, Penn State is probably extremely happy that they walked away from 0 goals scored on them this quarter.
So that'll do it for halftime here at Charmeret Curtis Field at the Nittany Lion Field Hockey Complex. Maddie Bader, I've been Chris Machado for the first half. We'll be right back here in around 7.5 minutes. 2-0 your score. Michigan on top of the Nittany Lions. Welcome back live, ladies and gentlemen, to Char Moret Curtis Field here at the Nittany Lion Field Hockey Complex. I'm Chris Machado. Joined alongside me, as always, is Maddie Bader. If you're just joining us after half, it is 2-0 Michigan Wolverines on top of the Penn State Nittany Lions. It is the 55th all-time meeting between these two sides. Penn State does have the series right now, 29-25. We await Ella Genis to get us underway for the third quarter of play, but at the tail of the tape so far, Michigan is almost intercepting every single pass Penn State makes. They have been all over the Nittany Lions, and Maddie, we were talking during halftime. We're kind of shocked Michigan did not put one past Deverka in the second quarter.
Yeah, with the way Michigan was playing, with the aggressiveness and how clean they've been playing, I'm surprised that they weren't able to get one in the goal in that last quarter.
Well, things will reset here for the Michigan Wolverines. Here's Eva Bernardi as her lob pass, finds Tamer. Tamer, earlier this week, named Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week back on Monday, October 14th. And with good reason, she has an assist tallied today. And here's Burnett battling with Julia Lamb. And Lamb going to be the benefactor of that challenge. Penn State able to head the other way, awarded a free hit. And Morgan Schneider, slaps that one, and it goes off of a teammate. I believe that went off of Julia Lamb's arm, and Michigan now able to reset things in the offensive zone. And here's Tamer. Tamer dealing with Lamb and Schneider. Lamb takes the ball away, but already given back to Michigan. And here's Tamer trying to get through the striking circle again. And once again, another free hit for Michigan, but even though Michigan right now is getting these free hits in a dangerous position, at least Penn State's holding their ground, not letting them in the striking circle. But as soon as I say that, Michigan awarded a penalty corner for the third time today.
This is Michigan's 96th corner of the season. They have scored on 26 corners so far this season, which is extremely impressive. They are able to get multiple corners a game and be consistent with that.
And I know Michigan is on offense right now, but what might be even more impressive is we saw Penn State have a penalty corner earlier in this game where they did not score. Michigan this season has only been scored on twice off of an opposing penalty corner. And right now, they reset. Manzer leaves this one. That shot is saved by Diverka and goes out of play wide left of goal. The shot was taken by number 15, Bernardi. And just a 2-0 game so far. A mistake there by Schnars. Manzer gains possession. Ella Jenis, free hit for Michigan on the offensive 23. And right there, just looked like the turf ate Jerry Schnars' stick and was not able to get that one past Manzer. She immediately intercepted the pass. And here's Aaron Riley dealing with Aubrey Semler. She'll deal it back to Claire Taylor. And here's Norton. Norton up to Riley. Riley trying to get that one there to Burnett, and goes out of play. Penn State going to get the free hit here. It'll be Morgan Snyder to take it.
A big difference I've noticed already quickly into this second half from the first half is the possession time that Michigan has had in down on their offensive side. We said in the beginning they are quick with it. They like to get their shots off fast, but Penn State has made them hold possession longer, which so far has worked out for Penn State.
Yeah, they got back-to-back-to-back free hits, but you mentioned that not giving Michigan as much daylight to take a shot on Diverka. And right now, here's Fee Menino. Menino hits that ball off of the leg of Esme DeWilligan. And Penn State, a little free hit that was taken quick, goes out of play. Michigan headed the other way. Tran finds Tamer. Tamer gets through Schnars. Tamer does have daylight. She's dribbling in the striking circle. Has 3 Nittany Lions to deal with. Trying to find an opening to shoot. She's making room for herself. Look how Tamer is using her body to back off the Penn State defense and give herself way more room. And with that, Tamer is awarded another penalty corner here for Michigan, as she says a stick hit her in the elbow. The referee agrees, and now the 97th penalty corner of the season for the Wolverines.
And let's hope Penn State, as they've done all game, they've done a fantastic job of getting a one-attempt corner on them, clearing the ball, and having possession for themselves. Penn State hopes to do that again on this corner.
Yeah, so far, the Nittany Lions have held strong. Manzer is going to take this penalty corner, and far side is going to be DeWilligan. Near side looks like it's going to be number 25. That is Aaron Riley. And it looks like Tran is going to leave this for Burnett, and that Claire Taylor will leave this for number 15, Eva Bernardi. Referees look like they're going to take a look at this one to make sure that they do get the penalty corner. Right now we're awaiting the referee's decision. And it looks like they're giving Michigan some time over on the bench. There seems to be a little bit of a commotion between the referee and Michigan, as Penn State is awaiting this penalty corner to be taken against them.
It looks like Michigan is whipping out some of their corner mask. I wonder if Penn State is having a malfunction with one of their masks down in their goal.
Well, here is the replay earlier. Here's Tamer, what I was mentioning. Look how she's using her body. The sticks collide there between Schnars and Tamer. That's why we have the penalty corner. I originally saw Tamer pointing to her arm, so I thought there was body-to-body contact, but you see there in the replay, stick on stick contact. But here we go. It's the lineup for Michigan. Manzer to take this. Manzer to Claire Taylor. The shot by Tamer is saved by Diverka. Cleared away by Drew Taylor, and another penalty corner going to be taken here for the Michigan Wolverines. They'll reset. Manzer will take it once again for the Maize and Blue.
And Penn State did exactly what I said they would do, give them a one-shot attempt and then clear the ball right out.
Manzer. This one stick. Here's Bernardi. Bernardi's shot is off the stick of a teammate and goes top shelf for the Michigan Wolverines. They make it 3-0. That ball was definitely deflected. Got to see a replay to see who that goal is going to be awarded to. But as it stands right now, 3-0 Michigan. As we await a replay here, folks, but we do know for a fact Eva Bernardi is awarded the assist. For Bernardi, that is her 4th assist of the year. And Claire Taylor gives this one back to Bernardi. And Claire Taylor dribbling around. Has Drew Taylor to deal with. Taylor on Taylor. And ball goes out of play. Michigan reset. We're just awaiting our replay crew, to get the replay of the goal for you. And here it is. You see Manzer. And here's Bernardi. Bernardi, it's going to be a goal for number 4, Abby Tamer. The deflection off of her stick goes top shelf past Diverka, and Abby Tamer gets her 11th goal of the year, and that's how we stand 3-0.
That right there is a textbook corner goal. That ball went directly on the stick to Tamer, exactly where it needed to be to shoot up into the back of the goal right there. That was an absolutely beautiful play by Michigan.
Well, Tamer has a goal and an assist on the game. It's a 3-point night for the USA Olympian. And here's Ella Jenis. Jenis, the ball goes off of Manzer's foot, deals this one quickly to Schnars, and Schnars now going to take the official free hit. Here's Caitlin Strauser. Strauser dealing with Norton. It's a freshman on freshman. And already, Oliveros dealing this one low. Femenino there, battling with Bormit. Goes out of play, and Norton will take this one here for the Wolverines. Trying to play this one up to midfield, out of the reach of Van Beckham. Just how Michigan drew it up. Here's number 21. Here's Wiseman. Wiseman is collided with a Nittany Lion. Diverka just lets that one roll away. Free hit given to the Nittany Lions. About to be under 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter. A 3-goal deficit, definitely hard to come back from. And when you're playing Michigan, they are all over the Nittany Lions. Penn State has barely had any attacking opportunities, and there's yet to be a shot on goal on the Gold Silverstein, but Diverka now making 2 back-to-back glorious saves, makes a 3rd one there on the shot of Millman. 3 saves in a row, keeps a 3-0 lead for Michigan. Good job by Diverka to just stand tall and get up quickly and get all the rebounds.
It was a beautiful athletic possession by Diverka right there. As we see on this play, she's able to get the ball out, she gets on the ground, and then she's able to get back up for the 3rd save.
And already, here comes Penn State. Gladio, it's a 1-on-4. Femenino able to take this one away. Gladio awarded a penalty corner. Sticks collided with one of those 5 Michigan defenders. Wouldn't be able to tell you without a replay, but good job by Gladio. Forces essentially a panic out of Michigan, because on this entire Penn State roster, and right here, here's a replay, and the stick collides with number 5, Oliveros. You see her there kind of spinning around, trying to poke that ball away from Gladio. The referees are going to go review this one. You see them headed between the benches, but as it stands right now, a penalty corner awarded to Gladio and the Nittany Lions. Mentioned a panic out of the Wolverines. Gladio's the last person you want to see charging down this field.
Exactly, and as Chris mentioned before, Michigan is only, and we are looking at this play again, just to double check that the stick collision was there.
Yeah, we're going to play it down really, really slow. You see good dribbles there, and the sticks collide. Oliveros does get the ball away, but you can clearly see the sticks colliding. So my best guess is that this stands for the Nittany Lions. But Maddie, as you were saying.
As I was saying, Michigan has incredible defense when it comes to corners. Like you said that they have only allowed 2 goals this whole season, which is extremely impressive.
Oh, hold on a minute. Can we back that up one more time? Look at Olivero's stick. If we can get one more replay, the shade even beat me, and I'm looking at the monitor. But hold on one more time. I hope that we can see that again. It looked like on that time when we slowed it down, Olivero's stick does not make contact with Gladio, and she gets this ball through clearly. The shade kind of playing with my own eyes up here in the booth, and we're looking at a monitor. Here's the replay one more time. I appreciate our Big Ten Plus crew. Slow it down ever so slightly. There's the stick. That's all ball, in my opinion. I think that's a clear play now by Oliveros. I'm going to flip my decision. I don't think that this is a penalty corner, especially after seeing that. You see Oliveros' stick, she's number 5, swings this one in and clearly takes the ball away. I don't think that there's stick contact, but the fact that it was called a penalty corner, is there enough evidence to overturn that?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And it looks like, nope, not enough evidence, so it's going to remain a penalty corner for the Nittany Lions regardless, even if Oliveros made a very clean play. It'll be Van Beckham taking the short corner, Feminino on the far side, Morgan McMenamin on the near side. Strasser going to leave this one, looks like for Natalie Freeman, and then it looks like Gladio is awaiting this off the stick of Madison Tambroni. In case things get wild, Julia Lamb is playing this behind Gladio. We await Van Beckham. We await the whistle. There it is. Tambroni. Gladio. Her shot. What a save by Silverstein. My goodness. The red shirt freshman keeping the 3-goal lead for the Maize and Blue. A full stretch save here at Charmeret Curtis Field.
That was a beautiful save if I've ever seen one. And right there, you can see why Michigan has only allowed 2 goals on corners.
Wow, when you have fantastic goaltending like that, Silverstein before today, she has started all 11 games. She has played 562 minutes before today's game, and already a revenge tour here for Michigan as they look like they almost had an offensive chance. Julia Lamb trying to get this one to Natalie Freeman, goes out of play. Michigan already back on the attack. When your goaltender makes a save like that, you are going to have absolute momentum as Richardson now is dealing with Madison Tambroni, and Tambroni wins the duel. Penn State given a free hit. But already, Michigan not allowing the penalty corner to affect them. Already back on the attack. Honestly, right now, look, there is 2 Michigan Wolverines on every single Nittany Lion.
That's something that I mentioned earlier in the game. When there is a Nittany Lion with the ball, there is not just one defender on her most of the time. Obviously, there are situations where there are, but Michigan likes to really attack the offense and intimidate them.
And we just showed the replay there of the Silverstein save. You saw the full stretch blocker save. And that's how we stay 3-0. Here's Peyton Maloney. She checks in for the first time today as she deals this one to Bourmet. And McMenamin going to gain possession here for the Nittany Lions. Gladio has to come back for a free hit. Gladio. Here's Strasser. Strasser is intercepted there by Claire Taylor. And a free hit given to the Wolverines. This is going to be number 10, Lindsay Stagg. This is her 7th appearance this season. She's yet to start a game, but as I just mentioned, appearance number 7 for number 10 on the Wolverines. And this play goes out, the ball goes out of play at the Michigan bench, but Michigan regains the free hit. Making some substitutions are the Wolverines. Ball goes out of play, remains with the Maize and Blue. Here's Riley. Riley dealing with Taylor and Van Beckham. Deals this one back. And going all the way back to Taylor. Taylor now, here's Stagg. Stagg up the field. This one just going to dribble nicely for Madison Britton, but she's got to be careful. She has Peyton Maloney all over her, and a short corner given to the Wolverines. And now it's just these little silly mistakes that are going to end up really hurting the Nittany Lions if they want any chance of getting back into this game.
That's one of those things when your mind is moving faster than your body is. She was already on to the next play to move past the ball, but the ball wasn't even in her possession yet.
Just little silly mistakes that can definitely be avoided for the Nittany Lions as as Michigan now resets for their sixth penalty corner of the game. My apologies for that pause. This one is going to be Emmy Tran. You see her there on your screen. She'll be the short corner taker. Tamer is on the near side. And this one's going to be left for number 5, Oliveros. The back takes a shot on net, goes wide left off of a Penn State body, and will do it again. The 7th penalty corner for the Michigan Wolverines. Tamer near side. Far side is DeWilligan. And awaiting the balls are Riley and Oliveros. Same exact setup. Left for Oliveros again. The shot gets past DeVerka. 4-0 Michigan. And Pilar Oliveros gets her 6th goal of the year.
That was a laser directly into the back of the net, not touched by anyone. Direct shot. That was a beautiful shot by Michigan.
The Uruguayan international redshirt senior in Ann Arbor, Michigan, gets her 6th goal of the year and makes it 4-0 Michigan. And even though it's just the 3rd quarter, still a lot of field hockey left to go. These little mistakes, the passes being constantly intercepted. Can Penn State find a way back into this game?
I think that this is one of those points where Michigan has 4 goals already. Penn State can find their way back into the game, but I think it's at a difficult point for them to come back and win it. But nothing is impossible in the sport of field hockey.
Definitely true. Van Beckham and Jennis run into Emmy Tran, and already a free hit given to the Michigan Wolverines. Riley is intercepted by Drew Taylor. Gladio tries to make a run for it, but a free hit going to be given to Michigan, as it looked like Drew Taylor there ran into one of the Michigan players. It looks like she ran into Burnett. Right now, here's Tran. She's dealing with Jennis, and that's Natalie Freeman. Sticks collide, a free hit. Ball rolls out of play. Remains with the maize and blue. Tran. Back to Stagg. And Stagg back to Taylor. Semler checks back in for Penn State. And right now, Michigan just trying to direct some traffic. They have 4 goals. Not going to take their foot off the gas, especially in Happy Valley. But they know that they might not have to pour on as much as they did earlier. And already, Tamer gets this one back. She's on an island by herself. She gets past Schnars. The sticks collide. Oh, and Penn State is thanking their lucky stars that Jerry Schnars was Jane on the spot. But already, back on the attack. Burnett for Tamer. Tamer's pass right there to, believe that was McLaughlin. And it looks like number 16, Kate McLaughlin, gets her 10th goal of the year. Just awaiting confirmation, and it is. Right here, Tamer, the assist. There's the deflection by McLaughlin. McLaughlin's 10th goal of the year. 5-0 Michigan, still only in the 3rd quarter.
And right after that goal, we see the Penn State goalie, Abby DeVerka, get up and collect her entire team. Offense, defense, midfield, brings them to her. She's frustrated, and I think she's trying to redirect her team in the right direction right now.
Yeah, right there, the freshman just trying to be a leader, settle down the emotions of the Nittany Lions. You still see Penn State trying to play with whatever heart they have left, but it's just leading to mistakes. And Michigan, already given a free hit, headed the other way. If someone's tallying at home, I wonder how many times I've said that this game.
If there's one thing about this sport of field hockey, it's that the goalie can see the field better than anyone else. They have the most wide perspective, and that's why Abby DeVerka right there collected her team. She can see what's going on best on this field.
Here's Erin Riley. She gets past Menino, deals that to a teammate. That's going to be number 27. That is Natalie Mikaran. She checks in for the first time today. This is her 8th appearance for the freshman. Already, Tambroni trying to head this one up to Gladio. Gladio collides with Riley, awarded a free hit. And a lob pass there. Looks like that one was intended for Semler, but Semler didn't expect it and came in. Drew Taylor leaving this one in the striking circle. And it's going to be a penalty corner for the Nittany Lions. I think the referee thought that the sticks of Taylor and Drew Taylor collided. Looked like a fair play on the end line, but nonetheless a penalty corner awarded here for Drew Taylor. And my apologies, the body there of Norton ran into Drew Taylor. You can see it was just slight contact, but that's enough for a penalty corner. To take this one, this is Carrie O'Donnell, number 6. The freshman checks in for the first time today. Semler in the middle along with El Genis, Gladio near side, and Gladio far side. That's the shot, saved by Silverstein. Regains it, takes another shot. Blocker saves Silverstein. Are you serious? Drew Taylor now dribbling around, gets tripped up. No foul play. Michigan headed the other way. This penalty corner defense is insane.
Michigan, I've said the word textbook a lot today, and that is because Michigan's play, it's just beautiful and it's seamless. Their textbook defense on corners, it is crazy the way that they are able to stop all these shots. And not just shots from anyone, shots from Fia Gladio, an Olympian. These are hard field hockey shots.
Yeah, here's the replay. Gladio's first shot, a blocker save, a foot save, and then a blocker save. Listen, there is fantastic athletes all over the world, especially in the Big Ten. Silverstein is a red shirt freshman, so academically a sophomore, but eligibility-wise, a freshman. She redshirted last season. Just when you see Gladio, as you just mentioned, Maddie, taking shots at you, there can be a bit of an intimidation factor there to almost not want to get in front of that ball, even though you have all those pads. Good job by Silverstein, because she is not intimidated. She is blocking everything. But already another penalty corner awarded to the Nittany Lions. El Genis on the far side, but this one's left by Schneider. Gladio's shot tries to find Drew Taylor. The deflection won't go the Nittany Lions' way. Drew Taylor is saying that the ball might have grazed off of a Michigan Wolverine foot. We'll get the replay here before the referees do as they go between the benches. Don't know what Drew Taylor could be saying. If we can get that replay maybe slowed down a little bit, we'll be able to have a better idea. But right now, the referees went between the benches. They are looking if this is going to be another penalty corner for the Nittany Lions with 33 seconds left to go in the third. You see Drew Taylor here. She's complaining about something. There's the shot by Gladio. And is there a chance that it went off of number 15 there? That is Bernardi. Here's Carrie O'Donnell. Gladio. And is there a chance this might have grazed the foot of number 15, Bernardi? That's the only guess that I have. Maddie, unless you're seeing something else.
I think that's exactly what
right there, not Bernardi. Who's that top defender? Can we rewind that? Who is this top defender right here for Michigan? Look at Gladio's shot. Right there. That's what Drew Taylor saw. Good eyes there by the forward. Drew Taylor, one of 3 captains, along with Gladio and Julia Lamb. And I think that might be the call. The referees come out of the benches and they say no penalty corner for Penn State, and that means there wasn't enough evidence to award one.
I'm honestly surprised on that call. I thought that it was very obvious. There's a change in direction on the ball and no stick in the area.
Referees disagree with us up here in the booth. 30 seconds left to go in the third. This one goes off the stick of Taylor. Free hit, Michigan. And right there, a big pass by Norton as she tries to find Wiseman. But already Madison Britton awarded it. Fiumanino loses possession for a moment and falls on the body of Wiseman. Referee thinks she got tripped up. Free hit, Penn State. Gladio trying to get this one over to Semler. Semler dribbles this one. Free hit awarded to Michigan, and that's going to do it for the third quarter of play. This game has been all Wolverines. There's one more set of 15 minutes left to go. Maddie, that third quarter, dominant by Michigan. This fourth quarter, not to play it down for Penn State, but when you're in a game like this, you're down big, you're at home. What's the message? Because is this fourth quarter this time just forget everything, play for pride?
I would think that. There's nothing worse as a former athlete than getting a shutout. You don't want that. That is the last thing you want on your record. You want to show that you were able to put some fight in, and I think that's what Penn State is going to try and prove in this fourth quarter.
Well, the last 2 weeks on the road, the Nittany Lions were shut out 2 times. They do not want that a third time in the 2 weeks, especially here at home. That's going to do it for the third quarter of play. Maddie Bader, Chris Machado. We'll be right back here in about 45 seconds. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Charmaret Curtis Field here at the Nittany Lion Field Hockey Complex. I'm Chris Machado. Joined alongside me on color, as always, is Maddie Bader, the third member of our crew, Olivia Dunn, enjoying London for the last week and a half. She'll be back for the last game of the season on November 1st against the Maryland Terrapins. Maddie, you and me also have Sunday's game, against the Michigan State Spartans. But as it stands right now, Michigan dominant on Penn State 5-0. This last quarter here for Lisa Bervinchak loves Nittany Lions just has to be for pride. At least put one on the board. Don't get shut out at home.
Yeah, I would say exactly what you say, Chris. They're going to play this quarter with everything they have left in them. From the 6 out of the last 7 games that Michigan has played, they have shut out 6 of those. That is extremely impressive, but Penn State does not want to be the 7th team that Michigan is able to do that to.
Well, right now, it's looking that way, but still 14 minutes to go. A lot can happen in this sport. Schnars now receives the pass from Tambroni and plays this upfield to Carly Seal. Seal tries to find Gladio. Ball goes out of play. Michigan already headed the other way. This is number 28, Norton. Intercepted by Jenis, but if Michigan will be able to rebound this. Back in play. Ball goes off of Jenis' stick. And a big slap pass there up to the offense. Michigan not done scoring. And Penn State able to head the other way. Morgan Snyder able to take that one away from Richardson. Richardson already has a goal on the day and was close to her second right there. What that pass tells me is that Michigan is not done. They are not satisfied with 5. This is a pretty big rivalry between the Nittany Lions and Wolverines. Michigan wants to run this score up.
And just because Penn State's going to put their foot on the gas, that does not mean Michigan's going to let theirs off. They want to shut out just as bad as Penn State wants to put a point on the board right now.
Well, here's Jenis with an attacking chance. And and Michigan intercepts, but Tambroni tries to get that one back to Jenis. Ball goes off of a Wolverine foot, and Tambroni resets. And already intercepted there by Tran. Tran trying to find DeWilligan, and Tambroni headed into the offensive zone. Tambroni back, but playing very high up. And this just tells me that the Nittany Lions want to do everything they can to at least get one goal. And already, here's Norton. She'll reset in direct traffic. Has Drew Taylor right in front of her with a couple other Nittany Lions, and sends this one up to her teammate Tamer, but that one intercepted there by Tambroni. Tambroni leaves that one for Julia Lamb. Lamb to Semler. Semler having to deal with DeWilligan and number 15, that is Bernardi. Bernardi has an assist on the day. And Michigan's Claire Taylor gets this one to Bernardi. Bernardi, her pass intended for Richardson is intercepted by Morgan Snyder. And Penn State awarded play. Here's Morgan Snyder to Gary Schnars. Schnars, a big pass. It looks like it was intended for Gladio, but intercepted by Riley. Riley now dealing this one to her teammate Bernardi, and goes out of play at the Michigan bench. Julia Lamb will be the inbounder here for the Nittany Lions. And here's Morgan Snyder. Snyder, a slap pass off the foot of Manzer. That's a free hit for the Nittany Lions.
As of now, this has been the most possession-heavy quarter that Penn State has had so far.
Yeah, it just looks like Penn State finally is trying to slow down the game, as we had mentioned earlier. Trying to direct traffic, not make those mistakes, but now with the score, too little, too late.
Exactly.
Here is the Nittany Lions. Gladio giving that one to Jenis. Jenis dribbling around, trying to get that one to Drew Taylor, just out of her reach. Taylor slips in the striking circle, and Wiseman headed the other way, trying to get a big through ball that'll just go out past the end line, and Penn State will reset this in their defensive 23. Here's Jenis, a big pass from Schnars. Jenis has Gladio, and that's the pass. Gladio dribbling through some Wolverines. She finds daylight, and a penalty corner is awarded here to the Nittany Lions. Believe that Gladio's stick collided with the defender, Claire Taylor.
I don't know how many defenders she just dribbled and zigzagged through, but somehow she was able to keep possession and ultimately end up getting a corner, which is working huge in Penn State's favor right now.
Listen, we have two USA Olympians on this field. Both Gladio right there now, like a hot knife through butter, but we've also seen it from her USA teammate in Paris, Abby Tamer, who has herself a three-point evening. This is Julian Van Beckham on your screen. She'll be the short corner taker. Near side is Taylor. Tambroni leaving it for Jenis. That's the play. Jenis dribbling, leaves it for Gladio. Gladio, a backhanded shot is saved once again by Silverstein. Silverstein just laid down and let that ball fall right into her breadbasket. Silverstein, what I should say is Gladio's shot, normally they contest better than that. Gladio did not, you could see that Gladio did not hit that the way that she wanted to. She wanted to put more elevation on that ball, but it just trickled there for Silverstein, and it's still a 5-0 lead for the Michigan Wolverines.
And on that corner play, Michigan came out aggressive. Their defense, like we said, is fantastic on corners, and they kind of not intercepted what Penn State wanted to do, but they definitely pressured them, which made Penn State have a little bit of a hiccup on that.
Well, here's Carly Seal. Seal dealing with 4 Michigan Wolverines at the top of that striking circle, and Manzer going to take that one away. She finds her teammate Bormet, and Michigan awarded a free hit. Some bodies collided between the two sides. Here's the replay. You see Gladio's shot. She got a good hit on it, but if she can get more of the toe of the stick, that ball would have been able to elevate. Instead, it just went right for the chest of Silverstein. It's an easy stop for the goaltender.
And I just noticed on Penn State's end, we have our backup goalie, Lauren Delgado, in goal right now.
Yeah, with a 5-0 game, the goaltenders are going to swap. Lauren Delgado now in for Abby DeVerka. With the score this large, it makes no sense to have your starting goalkeeper in. We saw this when Penn State was beating Lafayette 5-0, but now being down 5-0, it's the same case. No need for injury. This shot saved Delgado. The shot by Wiseman. Wiseman does have 3 goals herself this season. Almost had a 4th. Good kick save there by Lauren Delgado. And already, here is Van Beckham. She's intercepted by Tamer. Tamer, the striking circle. That shot was Millman. Millman keeps this one in. And it is going to be a free hit for the Nittany Lions. Natalie Millman doing a good job to dribble that one in the striking circle. Here's the replay. That's the kick save there by Delgado on Wiseman's shot. Delgado still a very capable goaltender. That's her 5th save of the season.
Yeah, I was going to mention Delgado isn't just any second-string goalkeeper. She is a grad student. She has a lot of experience with this sport. So if you're going to want to put a second string in, Delgado's who you want.
Yeah, Delgado spending her first 4 years behind Brie Baracco and now sitting behind the freshman Abby DeVerka. Here's Tamer. In the offensive 23, Tamer trying to find Millman in that striking circle, but she's the only body in there for Michigan. At the top of the striking circle is Tamer. Dealing with a couple Nittany Lions. That's Carrie O'Donnell. Under 7 minutes left to go in the game. Schnars. A poke check attempt. Tamer still dribbling around. Tamer, her pass, and that's a goal for number 22. It's Zoe Bormett. She gets her first goal of the season. The redshirt sophomore, the Ann Arbor, Michigan native, makes it 6-0 Wolverines.
And we have our replay right here. And on the initial shot, Delgado dove for it, but it ended up being blocked by a Penn State player. Going back into the stick of Michigan, and Delgado just didn't have enough time to get back up and get into the position she needed to save that ball.
Yeah, you see there that the initial shot by Bormett went off of Delgado, and Bormett got her own rebound, so Tamer is not going to be awarded an assist. That'll go down in the book as an unassisted goal by Zoe Bormett, but we all watched it. We know what really happened. 6-0 Michigan. Just over 6 minutes left to play. Here's Tamer once again, already back on the attack. Madison Britton steals the ball. And already, Jerry Schnars. Schnars trying to find Freeman out of play. You're seeing now that Penn State, they just look discombobulated. There's no communication. This game has, for lack of a better term, almost just kind of gone down the drain since the very first whistle. You saw good play early on, but right now, and you saw good play to start this 4th quarter. But right now, I think that 6th goal, that just was the knife in the heart there for the Nittany Lions. There looks like there's no communication. It's just frustration.
I would agree with that statement, Chris. I feel like Penn State's play is getting sloppier as the time is counting down. It's a mix of frustration and also a mix of everyone just wanting to get the ball.
Everybody wants to get this ball upfield, but you saw Schnars, that pass attempt to Natalie Freeman where the ball just went out at the Nittany Lion bench. That's not something you see often. Schnars, obviously she's a back for the Penn State Nittany Lions, but honestly, in my opinion, one of, if not the most accurate passer on this roster. And she's now just making passes with her head down, not looking with her team where her teammates are. And when you're down 6-0, things like that are just going to happen, but you can't let your emotions get the best of you with a score like this. But kind of looks like the Nittany Lions are just playing with zero communication right now.
And there's just one thing that I want to note. Michigan is a number 7 team right now, and Penn State is number 16. We have 2 top 25 teams playing right now, and Michigan is still able to shut out Penn State. That just shows the talent that Michigan has on their roster right now. It is extremely impressive for them to be able to do this consistently, especially against top 25 teams.
Yeah, with the new additions, the 4 schools adding to the Big Ten, None of those schools, though, have a field hockey program. Out of the 18 schools in the Big Ten, only 9 of them have a field hockey program. And right now in the Big Ten standings before this match, Penn State was 6th in the Big Ten and Michigan in 2nd place, just behind the 13-0 Northwestern Wildcats. Don't know who would take them down. And here's Fee Menino battling with Manzer. Manzer shoves Menino. And it looks like that's going to be enough for a penalty corner. Some dangerous play in the offensive 23. Kind of ill-advised there by Juliet Manzer. Not needed being up this big, but she shoves Menino, and Penn State is awarded another penalty corner. It's also their 7th of the match. Looks like Julene Van Beckham will go to take this one. Fee Menino on the far side. Near side's Carrie O'Donnell. Madison Britton behind the play, and Tambroni will leave it for Gladio, and Strasser looks like she's going to leave this. I believe that is Madison Tambroni. No, Tambroni leaves this one for Gladio. Gladio shot off the post. She regains the rebound, and it's going to be another penalty corner there for the Penn State Nittany Lions. That shot was so fast, I thought it might have went in the goal, but that ball rang off the post. You could hear the iron from up here. Look at this, right off the white post. Oh, wow, that ball was heated. Here's Gladio's shot, and that time saved by Silverstein. Penn State, though, able to regain this. Saved by Silverstein. Right leg blocker, I should say. Makes this one go out of play. Nittany Lions trying to enter the striking circle, but Michigan awarded the free hit. Some sloppy play there on a quick restart there from Penn State. You saw Fia Gladio direct traffic with Madison Britton regaining that restart, and it just looked like the Nittany Lions, their eyes lit up, but then they didn't know what to do with it. It was almost like an excitement panic. Yeah,
I would agree with that, Chris. I wish that up here you could see my face. My jaw was on the floor. I thought that initial shot by Fia Gladio was going in. I did not expect that to go right off the post.
Yeah, the post so thin. Normally when a ball does hit the post, it'll either trickle in, trickle out, but that one went right back on a laser, right back to Gladio. And then a good save there by Silverstein to keep the shutout. She has earned this. And already Penn State now. Here's Carrie O'Donnell dealing with Macaran. And here's Tran. Tran almost collides there with Britton, but intercepted. Taken away by Van Beckham. Van Beckham. Here's Natalie Freeman. Freeman hits this ball off of the leg of Macaran, and it'll be a free hit for Van Beckham and the Nittany Lions. 2 minutes left to go in the game. The score's 6-0. This one's been all Wolverines, but with that penalty corner, a little bit of life still left in the Nittany Lions. Unfortunately, I don't know if they'll be able to put one on the board late in this game. Madison Britton trying to get this one out of a dangerous area. Here's Van Beckham. Van Beckham there trying to get this one to Carrie O'Donnell. And Macaran gets this restart. She deals it to Wiseman. Wiseman almost a goal herself this game, but a good save earlier in the fourth by Delgado. Under a minute and a half left to go, and as Michigan plays with this in the corner, looks like now they're just in shoot clock mode. They
definitely are, and Penn State, with the time left, probably not going to be able to give themselves time to score on this game. But they've done a good job right now just preventing Michigan from getting the ball within the circle to put another point on the board, which at this point Michigan won't even try to do, just kill some time.
Yeah, you see them there. They're done attacking. Under a minute left to go. Here is number 15, Bernardi. She has an assist, her 4th assist of the season. Had one earlier today on the Tamer goal off of the penalty corner. And right now, Michigan just dribbling around, just trying to chew this clock. They look like they're on their way to their 7th shutout victory of the season. Right here, Wiseman just going to do the same, surrounded by Nittany Lions. And Alana Richardson dealing with Gladio. Gladio gets this one away. And a free hit awarded to the Michigan Wolverines on that offensive 23-meter line. But 6 seconds remaining. Counting down here. Penn State going to stop attacking. And that's going to do it for the 55th meeting between Penn State and the Michigan Wolverines. I think the story of the day today is just Michigan all over the Nittany Lions. Congratulations to Silverstein, the redshirt freshman, for another shutout win. She deserves this. She stopped every single thing she saw today from some of the most dangerous players that played this game in the Big Ten.
Silverstein does nothing but impress me. As a former field hockey goalie, I am just astonished by the way she's able to move. Her agility on the field with all that gear on, it is hard to move the way she does. It is, to say the least, just impressive.
Michigan gets their 26th win over Penn State in program history. The Nittany Lions fall to 507-7. They fall to 1-4 in the Big Ten. The Michigan Wolverines rise up to 11-1 and undefeated 4-0 in the Big Ten. 6-0 the final. For Maddie Bader, our entire Big Ten Plus crew, I've been Chris Machado. Maddie and myself will see you right back here noon on Sunday for Senior Day as the Nittany Lions look to face the Michigan State Spartans.